This is day 14 of $1 million in 14 days. And I'm here to say that we have accomplished generating $1 million in revenue in a 14-day period. And we landed at $1.28 million in order revenue against that goal. Where this came to accomplishment was after the big launch on the 27th of June through the 30th. This is all a build up through the month of a marketing moment the brand had been planning, investing in for months in advance. And it really was a clinic in what it looks like to create a marketing moment to create outsized revenue impact. The brand did over the course of those 4 days, $750,000 in .com revenue only. And what I want to talk about in these next couple minutes is what the shape of the revenue looked like over the course of these few days. So we can see a $750,000 in revenue over the course of these few days. The beat came from returning revenue, which landed over the course of these 14 days, 132% to target, and new revenue landed exactly at goal. What we can see is returning revenue spiked on the 27th, which is the main launch day, and then it tapered off and remained at a higher level than the average of the brand up until those days, but tapered off from the initial launch day on the 27th. New revenue, the shape is the inverse, where there's a spike on the 27th, but then it remained at a higher level on the 29th was the highest day of new customer revenue outcome. And you can see a similar thing in terms of the ad spend leading up to that time period. So the ramp up of the ad spend was gradual, culminating in the 29th. And what we're able to do is have a higher level of ad spend volume while maintaining the level of AMR efficiency than we expected, which helped to drive the new customer revenue outcome against the goal that we had. This is typical we see for big marketing moments like this, where a lot of the revenue is realized in the returning customers cohort for the first day or initial time period directly after launch, and then the new customer revenue builds in alignment with the ad spend and the efficiency associated. And that's what we can see here, where on the 27th, we had the initial launch timing, and then it culminated in a public activation that was much broader outside of the brand's core customer audience into a more public launch that then the ad launch supported and drove the new customer revenue against that objective. What this allowed us to do in June was to accomplish 113% year-over-year revenue growth for the brand. You can see here June's P&L outcome against June of 2024 culminated in a really strong year-over-year outcome for the brand that was driven by this marketing moment that had outsized impact on the revenue expectation as we expected. And what we had along the way was a clear plan for what the expectations were for each of our customer cohorts in terms of the revenue definition, the ad spend, and the efficiency expectations. And we had clarity of where we could scale up into the opportunity and what efficiency level we needed to see to do so, which helped to create the baseline to scale into amidst a marketing moment that really was a clinic in how to generate outsized revenue impact in this time period. So $1 million in 14 days landed at 1.28 million for 113% year-over-year growth. Incredible work by this brand to accomplish this feat.